Hola mi gente, this is
Ready or Not Latinas Podcast.
And these are your hosts,
Yessie,
Jessica,
and Joanna. Just a reminder, we release new topics every Wednesday and officially making it Latina Wednesdays.
so stay tuned and get ready for this chisme.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Latina Wednesday. We're so excited to be with you guys.
and this episode is
Special.
It's special.
Like all
again.
of them.
You always with your special.
I do. It's me.
But we do have a special guest that we've been como que like a month trying to get into our podcast.
No, I think a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's true. So we have been speaking of her.
Yes.
And it is the one and only Janessa. So we're going to go ahead and let her introduce herself. So go ahead, Janessa. Take it over.
Hi guys, my name is Janessa, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be a part of your podcast.
We are excited. We're freaking out.
Yeah, girl, we're freaking out. We're sweating.
Okay.
We kind of got to know you through your business. So let us know what your business is about.
So my business, I specialize in number one, I love the Yoni Care line. So it's like, the soaps, the oils, the scrubs. And then I just kind of ventured off and doing like body scrubs for people, and even I added men's items in my store. So that's really exciting because I know there's some stinky guys out there.
Yes, they have the 3-in-1 body wash. No se lavan bien.
You're saving the world for us
like,
women.
Yeah, and I really love like the natural products. So that's what we like base our stuff off of, and like. I know it's kind of taboo to talk about, but the holistic, items, that's something that I love to learn about.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's up Yessie's alley.
Yeah, I think that's the number one thing that actually caught my attention from your website. It's just like all organic and the oils. Mm-hmm. So, girl, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, she stands for anything natural.
She was like, I want this and this.
And I like being able to price them at affordable prices because not everybody has $20 to spend on a body scrub. That's unrealistic, So I like to pamper my customers at a good price and, just make everybody be able to afford self-care.
And now that you bring the Yoni, that's how we came across her. One of our listeners, they said we needed to try your product. Carla. So shout out to Carla.
Yes, shout out to Carla. She's so amazing.
Yeah, so that's how we heard, because we were a little bit to talk about it. They were like, no, how are we gonna talk about it? I'm like, no, we need to talk about it, because I feel like as Latinas we kind of make that a taboo thing, like, oh, let's not talk about our parts. So so that you go like that, you sell that kind of stuff, I'm like, ooh, I want to try it.
Yeah, because so many girls are like, it's an embarrassing thing, to go to like a store and ask people, because who wants to do that? Yeah. And especially they don't make things for every single body type or every single yoni area, So I was like, I really want to do that because I struggled with PCOS my whole life.
Oh, wow.
So to where there's so many annoying, embarrassing things that come with that. Yeah. So I wanted to help, others out, and that's where it started from, was just my personal experience and just, the store soaps. I never had good experience with them.
Yeah. Right. It's like you can't trust them because you don't really know what's in them and how much are they hiding from us. I think that's one thing also that caught my attention, that you're so, you put it out there, like you let everybody know, what your products are all about, what they have.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like a little bit safer because I know it's coming from a woman.
Oh, and by the way, Jessie was right. Like, as soon as I put the oil on, my man was like, what are you wearing? Like, I can smell that. That smells good. And I was like, oh my God, it just reminded me of you, because you were like, your man's gonna eat you up.
I know. I love the TikTok video. Oh my gosh. It was so too. I loved it.
Yes, girl. I'm like, girl, I put it on and it was so strong, the vanilla smell, and I wanted to eat myself.
You were like,
yum. But we're gonna get started. We do have a few questions for you, just because we want our audience to get to know you as well, and like what intrigued me most is like you're a woman, you're a Latina, and you're a mom. Like, to me, it's like, how do you do it all? How do you do
a business owner, a podcaster? Like, you're juggling so many things. How do you do it?
Can I be honest?
Yeah, of course. We love honesty.
I am here in California. I don't know the rules and laws over there. Cannabis does help me a lot.
Woo! I'm like, woo!
Anxiety. Yeah.
Really?
Anxiety. I have a lot of, like, I'm always anxious, and growing up I didn't know what it was called, so I as an adult learning, it's like, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. It's super exhausting. I do have a very helpful partner. If I didn't, I don't know how I would do it. So yes, cannabis, an amazing partner, and just learning when to take breaks and to allow myself the break time. Because I feel like society tells you have to be on like grind mode, hustle culture, and we don't all operate that way. It's different.
Yeah.
Lots of breaks.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I as we are moms and we go to work, and girl, we're always complaining.
We don't take breaks.
We don't take breaks.
We don't know how to take breaks.
Yeah. But then again, we're a little bit OCD. We have ADHD, OCD. We got all of that in it. But we need we really need to put that into perspective, because, like, as moms, I think we're the glue to the household. So we really need to take care of ourselves. So you're doing pretty good. Like, I know. You're so organized. I'm telling you, we need to take notes.
Yes, take notes. Because I only do school and work and podcasts, and I'm drowning. And I don't even have kids, so I can only imagine.
Yeah. What are you going to school for again? Was it let me see, esthetician?
Yes, I'm actually studying to be an esthetician. So right now I'm I'm in my 3rd week of school. I have 2 more months to go, so I'm like, yay.
Oh, you're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Mm-hmm. But it's been pretty difficult. It's been a journey on its own too, because I'm learning to wax, like all this stuff. So I'm like, oh my god, it's overwhelming but exciting at the same time, because you're scared, but you I have to jump.
You actually finished school, right? I think, didn't you? You took like a course.
Okay, so yes, I did a course, and I really like that. Because here, like, they said that there's no like legal certification for it. So you just kind of have to do your research and find like programs that they're affordable and accessible to you. Mm-hmm. I love learning about different herbs and oils and knowing what they can do for our skin. So I just ventured out, and then actually making the soap was an accident. So an accident bought soap mix one time, and I thought that it was gross. So then that's how I ventured the soap route, and then I thought, I want to make products that actually help us and not just
Definitely, yes. That is so good.
That's so cool that it was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Good really things come from accident.
Really?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I love when she talks. It's so cute because her face just lights up. I love it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, now you're gonna make me blush. Oh yeah, well, I just have something fun. Like, if you could pick 3 items, only 3 top items that you would recommend from your line, what would be the top 3?
Okay, so top 3, number 1, I would choose the Yoni Kitty oil. So that one, it helps with so many things, and not because everyone always just assumes it's like a sex-based like product. Yeah. And yes, it does help in that area, but like hyperpigmentation, I've always done with that, so it helps that. Razor burn, it keeps yeast infections away, even like it fights bad bacteria. So there's a lot of things I feel like as ladies like. Just to be fresh all day, So that's number 1. That's why I like that product. 2, I would say either my turmeric bar or the turmeric scrub, because I have a lot of like texture on my skin, so that helps with that. like, let's do like acne scarring. So that one can go up. And then I would say my the diet tea that I also make, that one helps. I have a lot of bloating, and I do have had a hysterectomy about 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
So it helps with my bloating and the cramping. Even though I don't get a period, it still helps with that. And then, you get to tone up your body and just detox. So that'd be my top 3.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be harder.
Yeah, I'm gonna take notes because that's what I'm gonna purchase. That's gonna be my first
You're
purchase.
trying to just have me think.
Yeah, I was just like, because I know that when we asked each other like what was our top episode, I was like, oh no, like I had to really think about that. So, but no, okay, I like that. I'm gonna try the tea though, because I was looking and I was like, oh my god. And then you add some drops as well to the tea.
Oh yes, the chlorophyll drops.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I got very interested. I'm like,
oh yeah, on my TikTok, right?
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah, put some drops in there.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you. I always tell you guys can send me like a little thing of what you guys want to try.
Okay.
And then I'll send you guys a box, and then you guys can, let me know.
We're gonna go crazy.
Definitely.
Tampoco no te pases, no te pases.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so what is one advice that you can give a Latina woman that is wanting to start a business?
I would say don't allow men to pave your way. Do it for you, and just stick to your guns. And always remember who is there to support you, and take those people far with you on your journey. Yeah, that's something that I feel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, it hit me.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel like,
and it's like that in life. You know? Just take those people with you.
Yeah. Dude.
My question.
The mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget about the mic. I forget I'm on the podcast sometimes. Okay. My question to you was, how did you come up to start a podcast? Because I know for us it was like spontaneous. It was like out of nowhere. Like, let's just start a podcast. And for you, how was that? How was that like experience?
So like I do also have another business that's like the body sculpting and like the face fillers.
Definitely, I want to do that.
Having those clients come, it's like kind of like their therapy session, and they would always tell me like, you've been through so much, and I like to talk about it because I feel like it heals me a little bit more each time I speak about it. And a lot of people would tell me you should do a podcast because it's how many people you help. And I feel like that was my reason, that was my why of why I wanted to do it. Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, you definitely gotta tell me how you do body sculpting. I definitely want to get into that too.
She gives classes. Thank you. You have to sign up.
Gosh, what? You're a woman of many talents. I'm gonna sign up for your class because that's definitely something
I know. That's what I'm gonna start doing classes, and I know you guys are so far.
I know.
Because it's like I told Carla, like your guys' vibe is a lot of women empowerment, and I love that. Here in California, I don't know if you guys know a lot. It's not that.
No,
really.
I know.
No. You would think.
It's very competition, competitive base, and it's hard to get good friends, and like, because Carla is like a family to me.
Oh, really?
It's hard to find other people like that. It's our turn to change that.
Exactly. It's our turn de las mujeres now to turn up.
That's true. Another thing that really got to me is that you did struggle with your previous relationship.
Yeah.
And I like I listened to some of your episodes, and it really gives me chills because I really feel like the trauma, like I could feel it through my body, like when you speak about it.
Yeah.
And believe me, like you're someone that I definitely admire, and like you're unbelievable, and it's crazy like everything that you've talked about on your podcast. Like, what did you learn from that previous relationship that made you more aware of who you chose now as your partner?
I think just being, you know, married to someone who was very like set in the like older Latino and Mexican, you know, ways, it made me, you know, I was with him 8 years of my life. He's my kid's dad. Yeah. And, you know, growing up, even my grandma, like, oh, you know, you have to stay with them. He's your kid's dad, you know, even when it would come to, I'm sorry to talk about, but like sexual type of things, like that's your husband. And I'm like, no, that's not, he's my husband, but I don't have to be a slave. I don't have to do things that I don't want to do, because how I feel like a relationship is a partnership, you know? Yeah. And being with someone like that, honestly, it turned me away a lot from men. So I know a lot of people ask me, oh, is that why you have a wife now? Like, what is that? Yeah. And I can't say yes for sure, but it did a lot to me to where I was like wanting to change for my kids, you know, like teaching them that they're enough. They don't need to stay with a man because they have kids or they're married or, you know, and it made me stronger in a way, because I won't even allow anyone to raise their voice at me, as before I was such a pushover my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, girl, you hit so many. Oh, yeah. Talk about because like we've also shared this similar, like, you know, like we were the type where we just put our heads down and we were told what to do, you know. And now as we're getting older, I mean, we're already in our 30s, me and Jessica. So sorry, Jessica, I didn't want to put you out there.
She put her on blast.
I know. But now
she's like, don't tell my age.
No, I'm 25. Sure. But now that we're getting older, we notice like how stupid we were, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I'm like, wow, like we really were just naive, and I think it was more like como dicen
Marianismo.
Yeah,
girl, I use that after that episode. I use that all the time.
Marianismo. Yeah, it was that. So like it's very interesting. Oh, it's very interesting, and I'm so happy. I'm happy that you're in a better place
now, and you're not taking shit anymore, because like Yesenia said, that's a lot of what we went through as well. We would take shit and then not say much about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like, you've been very open.
I'm very open. You can ask me anything.
Yeah, you're so open about, you know, your past abusive relationship. And I just have like, what would you know, you were out and now you're happy. And I just wanted to see if you have, what advice would you give a woman that is currently in an abusive relationship?
Number one, I would tell her, you know, to be smart, because a lot of people think that it's like a stigma, like, oh, just leave. Yeah. Number one, the scariest thing to do is leaving. And victims, like before, you know, learning, it's like 7 out of 10 times they will try to leave before they actually leave. Yeah. And I will tell you guys, it was probably about 8 for me. Super scary, you know, so just have a backup plan. Start saving up money. Be smart about it. Tell your friends and your family. And if you don't have anyone, you know, there are numbers that will help. There's a lot of, in different states, you know, there's shelters that will take you in. There's a victims advocate board that a lot of females don't know, that will help you relocate away from, you know, the person, you know, your domestic violence situation, and help you get a better future. You know, that's not like, sometimes we feel like we're stuck. You're not stuck. You're beautiful, and you're worth way more than someone who shouldn't be putting their hands on you or controlling you in any way. And, you know, sometimes tomorrow isn't promised in those situations. So be smart about it and leave, not for your kids, but for yourself.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Because, you know, it is true. I feel like sometimes, you know, you're scared of how I'm gonna live, you know, because some people are not always abused physically, but they are abused
verbally, emotionally,
financially. So so it's so many abusive ways that you can be with a person like that. But a lot of people was like, bueno, no me pega, so you know, he's not that bad. You know?
Yeah. Little did they know it's still abuse.
And like you said earlier, we're so used to like, oh, but everyone has their defectos, you know, everybody has their thing, and you should still, but it's like, no, it should not be tolerable at all.
Yep. So because you are a busy woman, I would like to know, what does a day in your life look like?
So a day in my life, the morning time all depends on if I have things to do or not. So, usually I'll decide to wake up really extra early, try to make myself feel good, because I know that makeup, and it doesn't matter, but to me, I know it'll set the tone for my day. Mm-hmm. So what I've learned as struggling with depression, if I don't have makeup on, I'm going to feel even worse. So I try to get myself ready. I get the kids ready, get them out to school. I get my wife, she's sent out to work. Then from there, I start work, and I get my oldest one on homeschool, so they do homeschool her as well. Energy drinks do keep me good throughout the day. I have to have them. I have to have my coffee. I do a lot of motivational talking, speeches. You listen to your guys' podcast every Wednesday in the morning. That gets me, that's my tone. And it's about us finding the little things that make me happy. I try to do them throughout the day because it makes a big difference. Taking your vitamins, I do that, and try to just work on people's orders as fast as I can. Sometimes it's not fast enough for certain people, but I do try. And then just cooking. I love to cook. I don't cook every day though, because I don't. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's unrealistic though.
Yeah,
they make it seem.
I don't fake it. We're all human.
Exactly.
There's sometimes my house looks nice. Sometimes it looks a little crazy.
Yeah.
But just try to just keep going all day.
No. That is I'm telling you, I don't have that energy at all. You do a lot in one day.
See, I feel like energy drinks do bring me, but Jessie gets me in trouble. Mm-hmm. She's like, don't drink that.
She knows better.
It's super horrible.
Yeah, it's any caffeine for me. Yeah, like Starbucks. On my way to work, I have to get a little Starbucks. Yes.
No. We need to reduce the energy. It was very fun to have you on our podcast.
Yes, and interview you. But do you have any questions for us? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything you want to ask us?
So you guys are you guys all sisters, correct?
No, only me and her are sisters. Do we look alike?
Okay. I always thought you guys were all sisters.
No.
So let's see. How do you guys find time to make together time to hang out? Because that's something that I struggle with, is making friend time and family time work.
Yeah, girl, but we don't have it figured out, because literally this is the first time we see each other in
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been the first time, so it's very, very hard because we all have different schedules. And for me, I'm going to school and then I go to work right after, so there's no time. And I don't even text them sometimes. I leave them in the cold, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's life, and we try to make it work as much as we can. But we're still trying to figure it out.
But you know what? I think the podcast was the main thing that really brought us together, because we're seeing it like a priority. So we literally force ourselves to meet every Friday.
And she says force, pero no, I'm running here. Ya es viernes, I need to go see my girls,
Yeah.
And it's just we'll start and ni quien nos pare.
Yeah.
We'll be talking
talk all night.
Literally, we'll leave each other's house at 11.
Or 12 o'clock at night.
Yes. But with the sisters things, we're not physically sisters, but we are sisters.
We're cousins.
We're cousins,
we're
but
really
we're
cousins.
sisters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But me and her are sisters.
We're blood sisters. Jonah's no, don't take that away from me.
Do we look alike?
No.
Yeah. Scoot more this way.
Hold on.
No.
There you go. You guys have baby faces.
Really?
Yeah,
How
we get
old
that
do
a
you
lot.
think we are?
I thought you guys were maybe 23, 22.
Oh, really? What?
Well, for you, that's old.
That's old. I am 22.
She's been hiding on this side. I haven't seen her. She keeps. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm Jessie, so I am the oldest of the group.
Not that much oldest, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not that much, but I'm in my 30s. So You know, like I think
you get hotter in your 30s.
for real. I'm like, oh my god, no. But I literally don't. I think I've said this before. Like, I literally don't feel like I'm in my 30s. I
don't.
I feel like 20.
I think like mentally it's like 25, 24 still, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm 31.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
That gets to me when I'm okay.
And then I hear a bunch of teenagers talk, and I'm like, yeah, I'm old. That's when it's like a gut check for us. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I'm like, that's some reality check that I didn't want to check at all.
You're like, I didn't ask for any of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But so it was a pleasure having you.
Yes.
And I
Thank you
hope
for having me.
We
and I
had
hope
so
this,
much fun.
I hope this happens again.
Yes, we
'Cause,
want to do another
Yes.
episode.
you know, I really
would be
like the
fun.
vibe of this episode.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and don't hesitate if you want to like FaceTime or talk to us. You're welcome. Just
Let us know.
Okay.
We're here for you. We're your friends. Like literally,
All right.
we're your friends, girl.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, perfect. And if you guys ever need anything also or products, you guys let me know.
Of course.
Oh, we will. We will,
And
girl.
if you're ever in Florida, let us know. Like, we got you. We can take you around town.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah. It will be fun. Hopefully we do. It does happen because believe me, there's a lot of little spots
I'm
out
always
here.
looking for some friends that, because it's like even on my Facebook, I put the other day, I'm looking for a friend who doesn't have a crazy husband or a boyfriend that will let her go out to eat, that will let her travel.
Yeah.
Because no, I'm like, where is she at? I need a friend.
We're here. We're here.
So I need to go over there.
Yeah, because I'm the same. Like, I feel like this is my friend. And besides that,
she's pulling me back. She's
I'm like, yeah, this is mine. But other than that, yeah, it's really hard. Especially, I feel like at my age, I have like older ladies as friends, but I see like my age to go out and stuff is really hard. Just because everybody got kids and crazy men, like you said, so it's a little difficult.
do you think that?
I need to go out there.
Yeah. Do you think or I don't know what's your opinion on it, but I feel like some of the friends that I did had, they kind of backed away when I started having kids or when I
Yeah, 100%. Even cousins, even cousins like that I would grew up with. Once I had kids, because I was the first one, I had my daughter at 20. It was just like everybody was just like away. Then once I started my business, was another reality check. They all were just like, it was very transparent, like who's good for me and who's not.
Yeah.
So it's a sucky thing, I guess, as we age to find that reality of it.
Oof, yes,
That's
I
true.
think
You guys are scaring me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, but it's true.
it is. It's sad,
Then I won't have
but
no
it's a reality.
kids. I'm just kidding.
Girl. But I
Stick
think
to animals.
yeah, for real.
No, for real.
Oh my god, don't tell me about it.
Oh my god, you were a mom very late, I feel like, because we're over here.
We were teen moms.
We were teen moms.
We should have been on teen moms for real.
You guys are even more over all the bullshit then.
Yes, I think at a very young age, we've been like old señora vibes.
That's why now we feeling like we're in our early 20s.
Yeah, now you guys are now like getting out there.
Our old asses.
That's what I always tell people. I'm like, when I'm 40 and like partying, leave me alone because damn it, my kids aged me fast.
No, definitely, yeah.
Oh god, and I only have 2, and I'm like, damn.
Girl, I have a whole 18-year-old. So I feel old. I feel like, well, it went well because now I have my own best friend that she goes everywhere with me. Like I'm gonna be partying with her soon.
Oh, well, she's 18, so
She's 18.
Your daughter, huh?
Yeah, my daughter. Yeah, so yeah, it was good, but I could have waited a little. I feel like.
No, we could have definitely. Yes. Yeah, but it's life, and and I think that's like part of our destiny. Yeah, that was our destiny, and I think we learned in the wrong. Like it was meant to happen the way it did because that's what molded us to the persons we are now.
I was gonna say that makes. I'm sorry, but that for me that makes you guys admirable because you guys did it at such a young age. Like you
gonna make me cry, sister.
You guys were so young, and you guys both still went to school. You guys both you guys got y'all shit done. So it's admirable.
Thank you. No me den cuerda porque yo soy bien chillona.
She's already crying over here. Look at her. Oh my God. I cannot.
No, I'm not gonna embarrass you guys.
Okay, so before we go ahead and let our listeners know where they can find you and follow you
and listen to you on your podcast as well.
So the easiest place I would say to find me first would be Instagram, because they kind of make that a little bit easier with like the links and stuff. So definitely Lip Whipped on Instagram, and on there I do have the links for my podcast and my website. Podcast is a little bit crazy. Some of my topics are a little bit out there, but I just like to help people out, and I just like to be honest and real about everything. So catch me on there, and I would hope that I can have you guys on an episode of my podcast as well. I'll make that happen.
Of course.
Girl, nosotros tenemos plática for days.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell us twice.
Yes, I would love that.
Just let us know. We'll be there.
Set a date.
And guys, don't forget to follow us, rate us. Rate us on where?
On Spotify,
Facebook, and Apple Podcasts.
Yep, and
TikTok.
And TikTok. Girl,
we've been leaving TikTok back, man.
Damn, we need to work on that.
Yeah, we should.
Well, guys, I hope you loved this episode, and go ahead and leave a comment. Tell us what you loved about this episode, and don't forget to follow our friend Janessa at Lip Whipped, and we are gonna go ahead and also tag her on her
leave her in the description.
Yep. So with that, we are out.
Love you. Bye.